Morning. I know it's early as a motherfucker, but we got work to do, man. Welcome back to the prescription. My analysis of whatever the fuck I feel like analyzing for today's topic. Lately, I've cycled back to a video that I made a couple years ago titled YouTube sectors are a groupthink, or are YouTube sectors are a groupthink. The first video was are YouTube sectors a groupthink? It was a question. 2 years later, looking back at that, I answered my own question. It's crazy because once I started to clear out my algorithm of certain types of content, my videos start back to circulating in my algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And one of them was that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Not even on my second page, which is the one you probably watching this on, Trill Pill Digital. But it's amazing um how much detail and how I can analyze this shit, you know what I'm saying, how I break it down. And I truly believe that it's not a lot of people who can break this down like I can, right? So what I do want to do is this. We're gonna get into it. It's not gonna be a long video. I'm gonna keep niggas here for a long time. But I do want to get this thought out in its entirety. Because over the past few days, I've been going back and forth and just creating things, just freestyling. And now that's the weekend. I'm done. I don't have to work, so I'm able to cycle through these thoughts completely and finish out and format and frame this shit right. Because I don't think people really understand. And sometimes you have to make people understand that that's just how we are. You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest things, in my opinion, is the death of difference and how groupthink threatens Black creativity in the age of the algorithm. So when everyone thinks the same, no one is really thinking, right? So here's the deal. In this era where every single voice has a platform, but not every voice is heard, right? The pressure to conform is louder than ever. You understand me? So for a lot of people, that pressure to conform is shit. You might have to weigh that shit on a whale scale. You understand? But what once made Black creativity a force of rebellion, a force of innovation and transformation, is now at risk of being flattened by viral demands of groupthink. And we live in a time where originality is often mistaken for clout chasing. Divergence is seen as disrespect. The digital age was supposed to democratize creativity, right? But instead, it has begun to police it. And Black creativity used to be rebellious. When you look at in the past, right? It was always something that were up against. In the future, I'm going to have a live stream that I'm gonna try to be a part of about how in the 50s and the 60s, the FBI and the CIA used to tap Black artists because of their music and their message was so strong. That's how deep it was. Like that's how rebellious and phenomenal that it was. That the opposition even knew. But social media has made Black creativity performative, and there's a difference between having a platform and having permission to speak freely. Now, um, this is this really sets the tone for questioning how um, algorithmic conformity is replacing cultural authenticity. And I'm gonna revisit that later. That might be part three. You know what I'm saying? But from culture to conscious, and I think we forgot how to have taste. You know, this group thinking shit isn't like It ain't just a social phenomenon no more. It's kind of baked into the code of our timelines. And these algorithms reward what's familiar, safe, trendy. And for Black creators, this means a narrowing of acceptable expressions of Blackness. And we are constantly fed the same aesthetics, the same humor, and the same digestible politics and the same digestible bullshit. You know, um, when we cycling through these YouTube sectors, it's the same shit. It's like being in a snow globe. And for people who are creative, that's never going to be good for you. You're never going to work out if you keep yourself just around people who don't expand, at least provoke a thought, a positive thought. If everybody stays in that snow globe, you know what I'm saying, then it's no good. Some people like being in that type of environment. It's that same mental shit, like I was saying on digital ghettos. When I analyze, when I analyze Kenneth Clark's Dark Ghettos, talking about the psychological trap of, you know, this shit is borderless. But in our communities, we put borders around. You can't go over here because you ain't part of this hood. You ain't part of that hood. You can't go over there because you're scared. You can't go over there because they're gonna whack you. You know what I'm saying? Little shit like that. So, or people just being stuck and conform to their own neighborhoods, not or their own state, not ever being able to travel, not even just seeing how far a road can motherfucking go. It's very dangerous. And what happens when that Black creativity is filtered through a popularity contest run by machines? You know what I'm saying? A lot of your content creators don't understand some of the content that you're putting out is harming future content creators, or better yet, it's harming them the amount of money that we can kind of deal with, that we deserve in this space. And whatever you make it now is not enough for what you do. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now that creativity becomes less about self-expression and more about digital replication. Everybody's copying each other. You seeing something work for seeing something work for somebody else. Let me go ahead and let me copy it. You know what I'm saying? You seeing something work over here, let me go ahead and let me copy that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being original, you just become a copy. And there's no fun in that for me personally. And that shit ain't fly to me. And that shit weak as hell. And that shit lame as fuck. You understand what I'm saying? So because culture, because creativity becomes less about self-expression and more about digital replication in certain spaces, if it doesn't trend, it gets tossed. And if it challenges the feed, it gets ghosted. And what gets rewarded isn't what's real, it's what's recognizable. A lot of y'all, you know, I've been going through a whole lot with this platform. Uh, just not in a bad way, but just learning about it. You know what I'm saying? Learning that these algorithms reward sameness and it punishes creativity. You feel what I'm saying? As soon as something is different, it punishes it, not because it's not unique, but because it's not familiar. And not being familiar is, I think, one of the foundations of creativity because you're creating something that's unique, not just to you, but you're creating that because that connects to people who create on that same wavelength, or people who find that, oh, that's an interesting thought. That's an interesting piece of art. That's an interesting type of music you got there, brother. That's an interesting piece of, a ceramic or a sculpture or a book, you know what I'm saying? Or just a thought, you know what I'm saying? So that becomes indifferent or different. Now, Black art becomes a feedback loop of what works instead of what's real. You know what I'm saying? So you can be a character now. You know what I'm saying? They are going to reward you for being a character. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all can't really, y'all not really yourselves until um you get inebriated, or you know what I'm saying, you get some type of drug in you where now you feel like you can feel free. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do and then blame it on the alcohol. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all ain't who y'all really are. So um it kind of becomes a feedback loop of what works. You feel what I'm saying? So if people see a nigga being a goddamn fool and being a character and being weird, and that's working for some people gonna be like, well shit, I'm gonna go ahead and be a character and I'm gonna be weird too. And that's not real to me. You know what I'm saying? And that virality distorts the taste. And it forces content creators to make content for performance, not for purpose. You understand? And there is a fear of stepping outside that circle. So in a groupthink environment, challenging popular narratives within or outside the culture can lead to digital exile. And the Black digital communities often builds unity through shared trauma, memes, slang, solidarity, you know what I'm saying? But the unity can harden into unspoken rules. You feel me? And deviating from those rules in that, in these Black digital communities, um, it means that you're going to risk ridicule, erasure, and cancellation. And speaking from a personal spot, right? This creates a dangerous paradox. You feel me? I don't know. We're gonna get right into it. I told you we ain't bullshit. 14 minutes in, y'all almost done. hmm So, in like I said before, deviating from um those rules means risking ridicule, right? It means risking ridicule. um, Something I know all too. I don't give a fuck, but it is what it is. You know, deviating from those unwritten, unspoken rules in these Black digital communities that, like I said before, it often builds through unity, shared trauma, meme slang, solidarity, um, naked hardening to unspoken rules. And deviating from those rules means risking ridicule, risking erasure or cancellation. And like I said before, this creates a dangerous paradox. And in a space built to amplify Black voices, too many feel silence if their voice sounds different. You hear people that might have have an opinion or have a thought or have a statement, about anything that's going on. You'll hear them if they eventually bubble to the surface, or they'll be in a chat and they'll say, "No, I don't want to." You know what I'm saying? I don't want to because it's gonna be different than what everybody else thinking. I don't want to feel like, what I'm saying, outcast. And it's like that very thought bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Talking to a nigga who always had his own thought. You know what I'm saying? And luckily for me, I always say I thank God for my friends and my real friends and my real family, because they never questioned, or they never not questioned, but they never suppressed my thought, and I never suppressed theirs. You know what I'm saying? We gonna cycle through these thoughts because this is this is what we're supposed to do. Like, I think God created us just to be the same, be different. That's why it don't matter how many people on this motherfucking earth get born, every fingerprint is different. So if your fingerprint is different, then why would you know what I'm saying? Like, if you too busy trying to be somebody else, then who the fuck gonna be you? So whether it's critiquing performance trends, taking an unconventional approach, or simply just choosing a quieter, more spiritual, creative lane, many creators feel trapped between this authenticity and acceptance in these quote unquote sectors. It don't matter what sector you can be: mo 3 sector, beef sector, troll beef, It can be goddamn. I heard niggas say they got a wall. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like the thought of having I don't like the thought of being grouped with niggas I didn't choose to be with. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the thought of being grouped up with nobody, you know. Um, but sometimes you kind of fall in these spaces and it's frustrating at first until you start to understand what these spaces really are. Now, once you start to explain what these spaces really are, you have to understand that you're going to meet some type of resistance of people that who don't really want you to break that down. Don't really break down what this really is, because if you tell people what this really is, then people not gonna want to fuck with you. So they create disguises for it. They create, it's like going to the crazy house and you walk into that motherfucking game where it's all type of crazy mirrors. You trying to figure out which one is the real mirror. You got some of them that make you feel tall, short, fat. And you trying to find, you're going through the house of mirrors. That's all this shit is. Is a house of mirrors. You got niggas who playing with you. Um, Hold on. You got niggas who are playing with your intelligence. A lot of y'all are spending your hard-earned money supporting these content creators, and they don't do anything for you. They don't provide no service for you. And unfortunately, a lot of your niggas gonna die being entertained. You niggas gonna be entertained to death. You niggas don't have no depth to you. You don't have no purpose to you. You don't have nothing that you seek, that you trying to seek out. Like you're not a seeker. You just there doing shit in the motherfucking way. You just in the motherfucking way. You understand what I'm saying? And this shit is not safe. For a lot of content creators, the fears of not being black enough or too deep leads to a creative suppression. And this individuality is quietly policed in the name of cultural unity. And it's not cultural unity. You niggas ain't unifying for shit. Or you unifying for all the wrong shit. And it's wild to me. And that's might be the sign for you to take your real creative ass to a different lane. You feel what I'm saying? Start separating yourself from people who don't fuck with you. Make it clear cut. You know, um, the echo chamber effect. This this blackness is not a monolith with us, right? I talk about this shit because we sit off in these communities of us, whether it's Black Twitter or Black Facebook or Black YouTube or whatever. But that digital groupthink often treats it like everything is one, and it's not. The algorithm and our collective behavior prioritize certain kinds of narratives over others. Trauma over triumph, virality over vision, familiarity over innovation. You know what I'm saying? And um, anything different takes a back seat to something that's more commodified and surface level. You know, anything different takes a back seat to something that is more commodified at surface level. And when we reward repetition and we penalize deviation, we shrink the possibilities of what it means to be a black content creator in these spaces. A lot of y'all got a lot of talent out there, and you don't even use it. A lot of y'all suppress real shit because you just want a little funky little cash out. You worried about cash out. You don't see the bigger picture. You just worried about what's here now. You ain't took the time to actually build up and build up and build up and build up and keep bubbling and keep bubbling and keep bubbling and keep bubbling. Okay, let me fix this shit. Like, that's why I said the greatest thing that ever happened to me is my platform not just skyrocketing at first. You know what I'm saying? I can honestly say, and I got the proof, that every month since I had a platform, I've moved forward and I celebrate my wins. I don't care what everybody else is doing, but I celebrate my wins. Some weeks or some months, I might go on a little 3 month run where it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But even when it gets low, every week I'm always get at least 5 subscribers, or this amount, many of views, or you know what I'm saying? And or just not even that, just get me in the mix. I don't even care about a lot of that shit. Just get me in the mix because people don't realize all you need is one. All you need is one. And once you catch your one, I'm gonna talk about not within your community or whatever. Once you catch your one, and people gonna go back and get more. And get more and get more and get more. And they're gonna start backtracking. Like, oh, this nigga been doing this shit for a minute. You understand what I'm saying? So I've never went backwards. I've always gone forward, whether it's in any aspect, even if it's just one. I know every week at least I'm gonna get one. If I don't get one subscriber, I know I'm gonna get at least some of you. Let me keep trying to figure out what works for me personally. You can't look over to everybody else's plate and fit, you know what I'm saying, and they fool like that. Why they got the sesame chicken over there with the low man? You know what I'm talking about? Got to worry about your own because you crafting something that's more important than just the internet and what the fuck the internet is doing. This shit out here, 99% of this shit is fugazi. 99% of this shit is poo cheese. 99% of this shit just has no value. You can't take none of this. You can't take nothing. It's to be honest, it's a whole finesse move. You can't get nothing from that content. You done paid money for your content, or if you didn't pay your money, you done paid with your time. So what do you get out of the equation? Oh, I was entertained. I can only be entertained for about 2, 3 hours, maybe 4, 5 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just have to keep a balance because every day is not live to be entertained. I don't live in that trap. Like I see far beyond the cage of what they want this shit to be. Some of you niggas ain't even realize every time niggas start reaching a new higher echelon of money or finding ways to get money, they gonna start creating new guidelines to box your ass out on any platform. It don't motherfucking matter. Niggas moving to it don't matter. YouTube, Twitch, motherfucking it don't matter. We don't own none of this shit. So but we abide by the rules that rules of the game. When you play football, you may not like that rule, but when you strap them pads on, you love playing football. So you gonna abide by the rules. The rules are the rules. But even in sports, shit, some shit get to whatever. They'll change the rules on your motherfucking ass. Either you get with it or get lost. That don't mean you can't question though. That's one thing and that doesn't mean you can't challenge either. And I think y'all need to start paying attention to who runs these platforms, who does this and who does that. The CEO of Twitch just changed. Nobody ever talk about that shit. They opened up. They did a live stream with them changing seats, and nobody in that room looked like us. But guess who running Twitch, and guess who got the highest? You know, guess who? Guess who's building Twitch? Guess who's like why Casanet and them making all this motherfucking money off of Twitch and all this shit? Or all them creators, shout to them. They ain't getting what they really deserve. Everybody in that boardroom is making millions off of black creativity. That's because if you ask me, I will bet my money on. I bet everything in my bank account that if they pull up the stats on the different creators from different races who creates more revenue, I guarantee it. I guarantee it, it'll be us. I guarantee you it'll be us. You feel what I'm saying? But let's get back to it. So when we reward repetition and we penalize deviation, we shrink the possibilities of blackness and black creativity, what it means to be a black content creator. And um all this shit is disguised as unity. Cultural mimicry disguised as unity. Being reduced down to a single aesthetic. And the fucked up part is this, man. It is, in my opinion, the the diversity of black voices and traditions and how we, how we talk, how we do what we do is being flattened into a trend driven sameness. And only certain types of black stories get rewarded. And mostly those are that center like pain and shit. Like we are more than just pain. Like it's like what I compare to this shit now, it's like remember when they was making a whole lot of slave movies, it's like god damn, like now I always say black trauma and black drama is $1 trillion business, gazillion goddamn dollar business that we don't even benefit from. But all of our stories don't have to deal with pain and struggle and shit. It's fucked up that's the only light they kind of see us in. But we need more space for the weird, the niche, the experimental, not just what goes viral. Like we need more spaces for black nerds. We need more spaces for black women. Like we need more spaces for black men. Like we need more diverse shit. We just tired of it's a bunch of gang shit and prison stories and pain. We need space for people who in other genres. Because we are not a monolith. You know what I'm saying? Like we need different black creators talking about different shit in everywhere. Everywhere. Trends over truth. We almost done with this shit, right? So going viral becomes the goal for a lot of niggas. And many content creators now find themselves chasing the trend instead of chasing, not chasing. Let me reframe that. Many content creators now find themselves chasing the next trend instead of their inner truth. They chase the trend rather than chase truth. And it's that pressure to go viral. And that pressure to go viral, in my opinion, it reshapes your brain. It's a dopamine hit. It's like dope. And it's not just how we share our art, but it's why we make it at all, right? Because for some reason, the truth becomes negotiable if it doesn't perform well. And I never understood that. How the fuck does truth become negotiable if it doesn't perform well? Truth is just as it is. It's not your truth. It's not my truth. Not his truth. Not her truth. It's just the fucking truth. And how in this day and age, how the fuck did that shit become negotiable? Oh, because it ain't getting no numbers, so it must not be. How? How? Whatever you felt when you watched that nigga shit, doesn't matter how many views it had, that's what you really felt, and you knew it wasn't true. But because it didn't get no numbers, and you feel like, oh, I can't really benefit from this in a, you know what I'm saying, in a weird sense, you don't like it, you don't share it, and that's weird to me. And that's what niggas do to our own. Trail put how do you know that's what niggas did to me and do to me every time. But I'm steady popping in their motherfucking face, and I can't go nowhere. They can't get me out of no like they can't get me out because I'm always there. Well, I'm gonna make sure I'm always there. I'm always there. Reminder that shit gets real, nigga. You can't die down the truth. You can't dumb down the truth. It just is what the fuck it is. And that shit is non-negotiable. Whether you like it or not, truth is non-negotiable. Give a fuck how many views it is. All this shit didn't start to people start counting niggas' views and counting niggas. Oh, that shit only got 100. Or that shit only got 50. Or that shit only got 10. Or that shit only got 7, 3. You 3 views. That shit ain't, so that shit must not be. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. Fuck all that. This shit is non-negotiable because it's real like that. The personal, the spiritual, the strange, all that shit gets pushed aside for what's shareable and safe. That the vulnerability becomes performative. That creativity becomes content. Art becomes optimized for clicks and not for healing. So that creative process gets reduced to a production line, not for the culture, but just for consumption. And I find that to be kind of fucked up. That vulnerability that niggas be spilling out. When I first got on here, I was vulnerable. I was fresh from a divorce. I was in a fucked up state of mind, thinking that, man, maybe this is where the creators create. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking that this is gonna be a place where I'm gonna get judged for a black man fucking, you know what I'm saying? Not like I'm fucking in a fucked up state, not realizing this is not a safe place. You know, it's not a safe place for that. It's fucked up, but it's life. You gotta be careful. Naive, maybe. Now, well, and a maybe too, of course. I wasn't in my right mind then. I'm fucked up. But, but, but that's a part of my brain. That's a part of me. So once I understood the other side of it, things start making sense. I started to realize that these niggas' authenticity is compromised. These niggas' authenticity is compromised for algorithmic approval, for the approval of these niggas want these cash apps so bad, they will compromise their own authenticity. Ain't that a truth? These niggas, for these little funky ass cash apps, these niggas will compromise their authenticity and then say, yeah, I'm the realest nigga. You not. You not. You not. You can get that off between people that's drinking the Kool-Aid, but for niggas who ain't drinking the Kool-Aid, who looking at this shit like, hell no, nigga, I see you do some fool shit. Hell no. I don't know what niggas get out of fake shit. I don't know what niggas be getting out of fake shit. I really don't. I really, really, really don't. It puzzles me. It puzzles me because they're living in a deep illusion when they get that fake, especially when they say, man, it's weird to me. It's just weird to me that you will compromise your own authenticity for algorithmic approval, for the approval of what's hot, for the approval of what's trendy, for the approval of people in a chat to send you money, for the approval. I don't give a fuck. And that's probably what sets me apart from a lot of people. Because I don't give a fuck deep down at my core. What I put out is what I care about putting out. And how far I go depends on me and how I get this shit out. But one thing I never do, I never buy down for no algorithms. I never buy down for no guidelines. I'm gonna just find places where I can sit down and I can goddamn get my shit out the way I want to get it out. And if I can't do that shit nowhere, I'm gonna create my own spot. I'm gonna create my own shit. I'm creating my own shit. Not just me, but for people who have that very same feeling. Fuck these platforms and their guidelines. We ain't doing no clown shit. We just want to spit out this real nigga shit. We want to tell you how we analyze the world, how we see this shit, and get this bread. You understand me? True art. Do you hear me? True art, especially spiritual or unconventional black art, gets buried. Which leads me to this question: is it still art if it only gets made to be consumed? Is it still art if it's only made to be consumed? I'm gonna let you marinate on that. We're gonna move on. We're almost done. So, in my opinion, we gotta resist groupthink. These YouTube sectors, these Mo3 sectors, these beef sectors, this troll beef, these I heard niggas say it's Omar sector. I heard niggas say a lot of these niggas you making these y'all making these sectors don't even know this shit they fucking exist. I just want to tell y'all a lot of people don't know that this shit exists and this shit looks stupid from the outside in. This shit looks stupid from the inside out. I've been telling you niggas that shit, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you try to make shit work while you in it. You don't realize why you in it. You realize it ain't gonna work for me. So now you go and you take you go up in the box where the coordinators and the analysts sit at. And you watch the game from a bird's eye view, and you start seeing how shit move. You start seeing, okay. You start seeing the tendencies. You start seeing schemes. You start seeing plays. You start seeing shit at a whole different view. And all of a sudden this shit turns into a field study for niggas like me with a mind like mine. So black creators, in my opinion, must reclaim the right to be misunderstood. Fuck being understood. You gotta understand being misunderstood. To create for healing instead of headlines, and to be quiet when a timeline is loud. To use imagination not as virality, but as a compass to guide you through your purpose. So all type of shit like this radical black creativity is not new. This is what our elders did, and during their times to get their thoughts out. Whether it was music, whether it was art, whether it was writing, whether it was movies, like it don't matter what it was. Radical black creativity has always lived on the fringe. Real niggas, real niggas in the underground jazz clubs, underground juke joints, shit, locked up behind a cell in notebooks. All my niggas locked up, free all my niggas, man. But all my niggas in the city got nothing to do but to think in their mind. All they have is their imagination because they're locked in the cell, but you can't lock up their mind. So everything they writing down is in a notebook. You understand what I'm saying? Mixtapes recorded on a busted laptops. You struggling, you trying to get your shit off, but you down bad. That's why I like Ironheart so much, because Ironheart shows the struggle of a black creative. You don't have no Tony Stark $1 billion budget. All you got is what you got. So you have to make it from what you got to go get something. That's why that creativity is locked up in them ghettos, bro. Because niggas is having to figure out how to eat, how to survive. And when you don't have a lot of money and you're trying to stretch $40, $50, $60, $100, you gotta stretch that for the week. You figure out, okay, let me do this. You start thinking, okay, how I'm gonna do this? Okay, shit, let me get this much amount of tuna. Let me get the tuna mayonnaise relish. I'm gonna make a big ass bowl of tuna. I'm gonna eat up that shit for 4 or 5 days. I'm gonna get the goddamn meat noodles. I'm gonna make spaghetti, big pot. Make that for 4 or 5 days. That's 10 days right there. I might not have a lot of change to go to work and go stop by a quick trip, nothing like that. But shit, nigga, I can fast till I get home, eat that big old thing of, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas gonna figure out how to survive. And that same brain that figures out how to survive is that same piece of that brain that creativity thrives in. That's how you get all these great inventions from niggas who was out the fucking ghetto. All this beautiful music that was born out the ghetto. All these beautiful thoughts, all these beautiful people, beautiful icons and legends that were born out the fucking ghetto. Because you don't have much, but you got what they can't take from you, which is your creativity. Now, they after that too. The niggas at the ghetto that were gifted in a physical sense wasn't enough. Nigga, we need these thinkers too. Matter of fact, we need everybody's attention. We're gonna keep sending you doing it like, we're gonna keep looping you. You in a fucking loop. So that radical black creativity is always living on the fringe. Underground jazz club, juice joints, goddamn prison notebooks, in the mixtape recorded on a busted laptop or a busted speaker. You don't put a sock over your microphone. You in your partner's bathroom, and you in your partner's closet recording. That shit is always on the fringe. In the poem, nobody even clapped for, but someone needed that. You worried about approval. Somebody need that. Somebody need what you got. The goal was never approval for me. It was survival. The platform that you're listening to right now is built off survival. This is how I survive. I don't need approval, nigga. I'm still alive. For the ones who really love me, that's enough. But I'm creating from a genuine spot, a genuine space that niggas can't fathom. It's too different because I'm not like you, nigga. Not like none of you niggas out there. I'm 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 a cold piece of work, nigga. I'm a cold piece of work. My people will tell you that. You can't stop what I do. You can't do what I do. It's gotta fucking deal with it, nigga. You niggas gotta deal with me. That's the mentality you gotta have as like being radical and black. You niggas gotta deal with me. I don't matter. I don't give a fuck what's going on. You niggas gonna have to see me, nigga. What pimp say, you gonna have to smell my cologne, nigga? Yeah, it's gonna be some Ismiyaka or some bun number 9, nigga. You gonna have to smell me, nigga. Gonna smell what I'm cooking. The goal wasn't never approval. It was survival, that connection, that transcendence. But now more than ever, we must return to that sacred place. Because in this very moment, creating from a soul, creating from the soul is an act of rebellion. You understand what I'm saying? So stop chasing engagement and return to your purpose. We have to keep reminding people that great black art was born in places of isolation and rebellion and necessity, like I just said. Black art was born out of spaces of isolation, rebellion, and necessity. Creativity is spiritual. To be creative is to be spiritual. It's spiritual when you create, especially when you create from the soul. So wrap this shit up wherever we want to be. Black creativity has never been about fitting in. Free to feed and free to mind. Yeah. Free to feed, free to mind. Black creativity has never been about fitting in. It's always been about breaking out of boxes, out of margins, out of silence. But in this digital age, the feed has become the new fence. Groupthink has replaced community, and virality has replaced vision. And in the process, our most powerful tool, our imagination, is being quietly caged. So we can't afford to keep creating trends when we were born to shape timelines. We are the culture, not as content. The algorithm may know how to imitate our rhythm, our slang, our pain, but it'll never know the spirit behind it. That spirit belongs to us. And I think it's time for us niggas to start back protecting it, everything we got. So log off if you need to. Create in the motherfucking dark if you must. Say the strange thing. Say the thought. Stop being scared of saying what you really feel. Like, stop letting your authenticity be compromised. Don't be like these niggas. Don't be like these niggas. These niggas is fake out here. These niggas is weird as fuck. Niggas fucking fugazi. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this. Niggas to say all this shit over the internet, but niggas see you in flesh, and it's different. It's different. It's just, it's different. So, whatever you got to say it. Make the wild thing. Make that idea that you wrote down when you was at work trying to figure out how the fuck can I stop doing this shit. Do it. Lean towards it. That shit belongs to you. This creativity belongs to us. We got to take that shit back. The future of Black creativity depends on not what we repost, but on what we reclaim. Not just the content, culture, not just noise, but legacy, not just fitting in, but freeing ourselves, freeing from the feed and freeing the mind. Liberate yourself through your authenticity. Liberate yourself through your authenticity. Don't compromise your authenticity for these fucking groups and these sectors and all that dumbass shit. Don't do that. If they don't fuck with it, come see me. That being said, that's my time. I'm your host, the motherfucking Trill Pig. Slide through your algorithm in rare speed. Cut through the wind so fast you make the earth bleed. I'm gone, man. I'm out of here. Much love to y'all. Stay tuned and stay trill, man. I'm out of here.
Got a selection of kicks, and it's not your day. If I'm selecting your bitch, I got a watch on my wrist. It's made by the Swiss, worn by the rich. Spit that shit you can snip. I got no time to play around. It's way too much of a mess. I'm talking dollars and cents, nigga dollars and cents. I made an honest attempt to take my dollars and flip amongst Impalas and Crips. I'm talking violence and shit. Without no sign it exists, I made my mind, this is it. I weighed the risk and the reward and put my grind to the shit. And now the money, the power, I'm entitled to this. And all the hating and debating, that's the coward of shit. Plymouth Rock, you ain't believe till I arrive at the shit. So hate nigga, go longer, you could die where you sit.
If you ain't a real nigga, get the fuck away from me. In other words, go long. Bitch, nigga, go long. If you ain't a real nigga, get the fuck away from me. In other words, go long. Bitch, nigga, go long. If you ain't a real nigga, get the fuck away from me. In other words, go long. Bitch, nigga, go long. You don't want me to provide, I say you don't want me to put my staff hand on dope. Don't, bitch, nigga, go long. Get gone. Nigga, you ain't a real nigga, go long. Bitch, nigga, go long. Get gone. Listen, nigga, you ain't a real nigga, go long. Bitch, nigga, go long. Get gone. Nigga, you ain't a real nigga, go long. Bitch, nigga, go long. Get gone. Bitch, nigga, you ain't a real nigga, go long.
Who your OG is, cuz his name DJ Screw. Nowadays, it's my nigga DJ Eric. If it ain't him, I see like DJ who. And I got a bitch nigga so fast, every time I do it, people be mad, they wanna replay. second goddamn bender this week. I'm waiting on Triple A to come and get me. If being on a daily basis, unless I'm at work. And if I am, I'm rolling with the 50. I ain't talking about a pistol, leave the bitch. Millimeters, bitch. And if you ain't behind it, then you don't wanna see the shit. Put your glasses off. Yeah, officer, I had it, but I passed it off. I'm in and out the airport, no cash involved. White bitch, big tits, no ass at all. Just a bag of raw. I gotta keep it on the low. If a bitch nigga see it, he gon' raise up his hands and tell it. But all the real niggas see it, and they ain't seen shit. Bitch, I can check 100,000 by breakfast.
It's the same old Douglas, still the same hustler. Still going up, I ain't never going down. I do this rap shit just to rep for my town. Got a crib out in Cali in the hill blowing pounds. Minding my business, me and my bitches. Roll solo whenever I go get it. It be your best friends, how you in a pen snitch. Put money in his pocket, nigga still turn witness. My circle smile, I don't fuck with y'all. You say you won the trial, I heard you told it all. Asking me for work, bitch, nigga, hell no. You 5K1, I done seen you file. You niggas fake, you niggas snakes. When you see my face, don't touch your brakes.